How can we cultivate a more real sense of God's presence?
So the Lord says that if we draw near to Him, He will draw near to us. And so we think, isn't that the question of the Christian life? How do we draw near to this God who dwells in unapproachable light? We love this unseen Christ. How do we cultivate that? I think, I think I can look at I would just say this. One of the things that I think are very valuable to do if you're a Christian is to go back through your life and do inventory. When were the times in your life when you walked closest to the Lord? What was true of your life when you had seasons that you felt were especially sweet? I know this, that if my prayer life has got to be maintained. It's got to be a priority in my life. One of the things, when people lose their first love, when they lose a sense of the presence of God, priorities go out the window. A lot of times that's what happens when we want to do inventory too. Have we allowed something into our life where we heard it in the message yesterday morning? We have a God that is desirous of a relationship with us. And when we do things that show that we think little of that relationship, we despise that relationship, we grieve the Spirit, there are things in your life you need to fight for if you want to keep that relationship sweet. And I know that for myself, I have got to put a premium on my prayer life. I don't find that it's so difficult to be in the Word, but maintaining that close prayer and fasting, that Jesus does not in any way ridicule His bride. I'll tell you this, keeping that reality in your mind, because the devil will be right there all the time to tell you you have no access, you have no approach. Don't think you can go to Christ after what you've just done. But if you'll let that thought permeate, that Christ beckons His bride, and He's ready even after you have resisted His advances, He is ready to accept you back. Don't listen to the devil. Go back to Him. But this is the Christian life. This is the heart and soul of all of it. And it's priority. You've got to prioritize this relationship and seek to fight for the first love. Fight for it.
What do we mean when we say experiencing the presence of God? Because if we don't have a biblical answer to that question, we're going to be in trouble. We can be in mysticism and dangerous territory quickly. We're not talking about feeling. We're talking about cultivating your faith to believe that He's always with you. That's what we mean. I can be on a trip with my wife. In fact, we did this. We went to the Grand Canyon last year on our anniversary. And there were stretches of miles that we didn't say a word. But we communed. Why? Because we were in each other's presence and we knew it. I don't have to feel God to know that He's right here with me. I do what David said, Psalm 16:8. I have set the Lord always before me. Because He's at my right hand, I shall not be moved.